Welcome to Mexico, a country where you can enjoy the beaches, the rainforest, even the desert.
Hola amigos and welcome. We're going to be on our journeys through this video series. We're going to be using the book, Food, Culture, and Reading, 4-H program materials.
So let's look and see where Mexico is at. So let's look at our globe.
All right, guys, this is where we are here in the United States. Mexico is just below the United States right here.
Excellent. Let's review what we're going to do today. We're going to look at foods that are native to Mexico. We're also going to look at a book called Too Many Tamales, and also do 2 snacks, which are really yummy, and I think you'll enjoy them, and also do a craft, a Bolero, which you can do with probably things that you have at home. So let's get started.
Let's take a look at some of the foods that are used in Mexican dishes that come from Central and South America. There are tomatoes, peanuts, avocados, chili peppers, squash, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, green peppers, and real chocolate. There are also many types of beans, pineapple, and we also have vanilla beans and papaya. Lots of yummy things.
Lots of yummy things.
Let's take a look at a few of the traditional ingredients you might find in some Mexican dishes. First of all, corn is used in many traditional Mexican dishes like tamales and tortillas. Tamales are traditional Mexican foods, and those are made with dried corn husk. And they are filled with various meat fillings and cornmeal and spices, and they're really good for holidays and family celebrations.
Well, and speaking of tamales, there's a great book that's called Too Many Tamales that goes along with the 4-H curriculum. And it is with Maria, who is here on the front cover, as well as her cousins. And they have a huge plate of tamales out in front of them. And it's a cute book where Maria and all of her cousins are making the tamales. And Maria put on her mother's diamond ring. Well, and so she was mixing and having that diamond ring on at the same time. So a little later on, Maria discovered she didn't know where that ring was at. So they kept looking around the kitchen for it and couldn't find it. So all she could determine was that it was in one of the tamales. So they all ate the tamales. And they got down to number 24, the last tamale, and still could not find that diamond ring. So in the end, she ended up going to tell her mom that she could not find the diamond ring. Well, her mom had went back into the kitchen and found it, and it was then on her hand. And so they all got a little laugh out of it, and they all went back into the kitchen and made more tamales. So that's a cute book, and please check it out and read it, and it goes well with our Mexican theme for today. We are going to make crispy Mexican bites, and the ingredients included will be tortilla chips, the scoops, black beans, salsa.
We also have cream cheese and sour cream, and our spices are chili powder, garlic, and oregano.
And then we will top it off with some scallions for a garnish. So what we will do first is take our spices and add it to our cream cheese and sour cream. And I will let Miss Denise start mixing this. And I will start adding the black beans and the salsa.
We're going to make just a little pastry bag for our mix. Put this in a little Ziploc bag. I'm gonna zip this shut. We're gonna cut just a small end, just to make this a little simpler to get this onto the taco shells. I'm gonna squeeze down all of our sour cream and cream cheese mix and just squeeze a little on top.
Now we'll start garnishing with some of our scallions. Now doesn't this look delicious?
Smells good too.
And I'm gonna let Miss Denise try one of these.
Oh boy.
We can see how it is. All right.
You wanna try one too?
Sure.
That's good.
That's delicious. I love the spices in.
Let's make a simple dessert tortilla crisp. These are really fun and easy to make, and they're really yummy. So what you need to make that is a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and we've mixed this ourselves. It's just sugar and cinnamon. You need a little bit of olive oil, and you need about 5 or 6 flour or corn tortillas, either way. So what you're going to do is with your tortillas, you're going to cut them twice to make 4 pieces. So there's 1. And there's 2. You might want to get an adult in the house to help you cut. You can cut with a pizza turner, or you can do it with a knife. But if you do it with a knife, make sure you get an adult to help. So we're going to lay this out on a baking sheet, and we've covered our baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper. And we want to cover each one of these with a brush of olive oil and a sprinkle of cinnamon. We're going to put this in a 400-degree oven for about 8 or 9 minutes. And again, get an adult to help you do this.
Wow, and look, we have some ready for you as well. So this is what they look like once they come out of the oven. Just make sure you let them cool for a few minutes. And then we are going to add some strawberries. And you can add any type of fruit that you would like. We just like strawberries, and they're in season right now. We're also going to drizzle some chocolate on here. And then we're going to garnish with a little bit of whipping cream. Now, doesn't that look delicious? Let's have some fun while we're in Mexico, while we make a Bolero. What you will need is a half a sheet of newspaper or some recycled paper, some masking tape, a cup that's 6 or 8 ounces, some yarn or string, and that is all you need. And what you will do first is cut your string into 36 inches, which we have already prepared. And then you will take your newspaper or your paper and make a ball out of it. So, and then you will take your masking tape so that we can keep our shape of a ball, and put you about 3 or 4 pieces of masking tape around your ball.
Now, Miss Beverly, did you know that Bolero didn't really originate in Mexico?
Oh, wow. Where did it originate?
It seems that archaeologists have discovered that it may have been in France back in the 10th century.
Wow.
So it's an old game.
Yes, it is. All right. And so the last thing that you'll do is take your yarn and put it underneath one of the pieces of masking tape to secure it onto your ball. And then you will take your other end of your string and secure it onto the bottom of your cup with a couple pieces of masking tape. And then we have our Bolero. And we are going to go outside and try these out. You ready to go, Miss Denise?
Let's go.
So how you play this is you are trying to swing your arm and take and get the ball inside the cup, which I'm able to do that time. You try to get 5 in a row. And once you can get 5 in a row, then you can start doing this while you're walking. Then you can do it while you are running. And also while you are skipping.
We are so glad you have joined us today. We have had a great trip to Mexico today. We have learned about some traditional Mexican foods. We've made some great Mexican snacks. Had a fun time making this Bolero game, and it's been a fun day.
It has. And we'll see you on our next 4-H adventure.
Adios!
Adios!